Tell me something nice.
Michael Rohak. He's charged with 2 BMVs, which they have to rip, but it looks like he was just sleeping in somebody's car.
Oh, he's in jail?
It's asking for a PR bond.
Wow, they set the bond at 15,000. So he's on bond for a BMV, picks up another BMV.
Was he on bond? No, he was.
Yeah. He picked up a BMV 423.
And then got out.
It's a GOB, and then 5 days later now picks up a second BMV. Where's he going?
He has no place to go.
I'm not, if he's got a place to go, we can talk. But for me, just to let him out on the street and hope and pray that it doesn't happen, I mean, really.
And then I have Mr. Morris Stone.
Okay.
On the jail docket. He's charged with 2 criminal trespass, and they have done a mental health PTI. I want to do a mental health PTI on him, so I would need a PR bond. Okay.
Whatever you need.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
How did it turn to this? How did it turn into this?
Except you have to ask the guy with the car, because it wasn't an issue at all.
No. I mean, why?
Okay, here comes the first real moment of tension. Watch closely. Interactions at police station entrances always set the tone. And legally, this is where public versus private access becomes a gray zone. Quick question for everyone watching. Do you think filming here should be allowed if you're standing on public pavement? Comment your thoughts.
Why on the street? Why on the street? There's nowhere else you can go?
I just don't have a place where I can go right now, that's all.
Do you have any family anywhere?
On the north side, there's no shelters, and then
No.
family.
Do you have family?
There's one family member that I can contact. I just haven't had a chance to.
Who?
Mr. Jesse James Valdez.
No. Is uncle, aunt, mom, dad, brother, sister, anyone? Who do you have in your life?
Mr. Jesse James Valdez, that's the only person that knows me from the time that I was
Where's mom
young
and dad?
to now.
Where are mom and dad?
My mom and dad both passed away.
Okay. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have one little brother, but I don't really speak to him that often.
Why not?
I just haven't had a chance. I mean, I don't even have a telephonic or a phone, so I don't really just communicate.
If we
with
give
that.
you the ability to call, do you know the number?
Yes, sir.
I'd like you to try to call your brother. I want you have no one in this life that is going to bond you out. We gave you a free bond, asked you, hey man, be good. Don't pick up any new cases. You done picked up another BMV 5 days later. I'm not going to continue with the same thing. If you want to get out, the only way is if I know that you have stable and someone in your life that is going to look after you. And I'm not talking a girlfriend or just a passerby. No, I want someone real, like baby brother. And if you do, then we can talk about letting you out, but you go to that person. No dope, no alcohol, but I'm not letting you out just to go out on the streets. This is what's happened. Do you understand? We've given you a great lawyer. Let her know. You can try to reach out to baby brother to see if he'll take you in, or anyone else.
It's not my brother, it's Mr. Valdez. His dad, that would be the person that would be able to take care of me and everything like that.
Okay, we'll call. When I go back there, I'll get the number and call.
Okay? All right. Good luck, Mr. Rohan.
Thank you.
On your docket, 3 to be exact. 1 is out on bond and 2 are in custody. Which one do you like to?
Dealer's choice.
Sounds good. I'll take on, I guess, the bond one first. It's Mr. Macero Barcenas, Judge.
Barcenas.
He's the one who was offered decision class. I told you yesterday that I believe that he had to class and I was going to help him take it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, did you get it?
So I just spoke to him, apparently he hasn't started yet. He didn't know how to access it, so now he's in the process of actually taking it. So I have helped him get into the class to actually.
Is he here?
He is here, Judge. He's sitting in the back.
He's had since March. the class was offered March 4th. We're now 4/29. We've literally given him more time, at least 2
Yes.
times.
I know, Judge.
And he still hasn't done anything?
I think maybe it was a miscommunication on what.
No. I'm gonna roll him day for day until he gets it done. I mean,
Yes,
it's
sir.
not fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Really. So if he doesn't get it done, then he's just gonna have to, tell him to get it done today.
Yes, sir,
And
absolutely.
roll him to tomorrow. And if
Yes,
he
sir.
doesn't get it done, then I'm gonna roll him to the next day. And then at some point, he'll get it done. Then he'll know that we're in business.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Unacceptable.
Um,
Okay, who's next?
the next one, Judge, is Mr. Noel Dominic.
And you, if you're not here tomorrow, Zoom in. You don't have to come. That's why we have it, so that's, okay?
I'm here.
Okay, all right. Because I don't want you to have to take extra time.
Yes, sir.
Them,
Thank you.
yeah, okay,
And the next one's in custody, Mr. Dominic, Judge. Noel Dominic.
okay.
This is, it's actually where it put on PC in this case, Judge.
Last name is Noel?
Dominic, Dominic. I believe he is. I thought I saw him.
Why do I not see it?
I'm sorry, Reina. I'm sorry. I don't know why I put Dominic. It's Reina. Reina.
Okay, there we go, Rain. Okay. You ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is a new case, right?
Yes, Judge, from last.
Let's do PC.
All right, Judge. On April 19th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer conducted a business check of an Exxon gas station. The officer observed a motor vehicle at the gas pump without a front license plate and with the brake lights on. The officer observed a male asleep behind the wheel in the driver's seat. The officer contacted the defendant and observed him to have red glossy eyes and a strong odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from his breath and from his person. The defendant initially refused to obey verbal commands to exit
I
the
remember
vehicle.
this. We did do this. And they saw him
On the
through
camera.
surveillance driving into the thing.
Oh, I see. I guess I didn't see in the damn send
Yeah,
that, sir.
that's what I remember this because I had the same issue with you until they told me that they have video surveillance of him pulling into the station.
When does the surveillance video say that? I guess how much time before the cop got there? Because I saw the police.
That, we didn't get into how, and
Gotcha.
all I know is that they've got video of him going in and that's why.
And the reason why I was asking, Judge, because I found a case that's actually strikingly similar. It's from Austin, but it is strikingly similar where they found no probable cause. If you like, I can.
They have him on video pulling in?
Well, no, Judge, but it does talk about how it's. I mean,
I'm with you
Yeah.
until that point.
okay. Because even if they have operation, I don't know how to get intoxication. That's the issue. There's no signs about intoxication other than a sign of introduction of alcohol into his body, but nothing about
They
intoxication.
pull him out and he's got all the signs though, right? If I remember?
Strong odor of alcoholic beverage
Yeah.
emitting from his breath and from his person, appeared to be disoriented, red glossy eyes.
And he's asleep.
Right, but red eyes, what could be many things, and then, I mean, these are factual issues, I get that, but from what I
This is
saw,
probable cause. Right. And you've got a guy that's pulling in, he's asleep at the pump, cops go try to figure out, hey, what's going on? Displays all the factors. And then, yeah, I think that there's enough for peace.
okay, fair enough.
Sure.
Okay, so then I got one more judge in custody.
So
Peace.
hold on. So
Yes, Judge.
he's at no bond because of the ag assault upstairs. He's set tomorrow. Guys, on him, no, this is on Reina, page 35. No drugs, no alcohol, random testing. Can you see if he has a license?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Just all the standard conditions.
Judge, we
Do you want,
have conditions in place for RUA.
we do? We have it already? Okay, all right, I think we're good. Do you want to set it for later this week to see what happens? Or do you want to do it far off? It's up to you.
No, let's see what happens, Judge, if it's okay, I just wanted to maybe quick reset, yes,
Yeah.
if that's okay.
Okay, who's the last one?
Last one is Rivas, Judge, he's also in custody. And this is the one I approached DC late, yesterday because I was pointing late. We're
Okay.
talking about that there was nothing in the names about knowledge, that actual knowledge of falsity.
You have anything?
So what I found is, nothing specific, there's been no case law specifically addressing that issue. But from what I found is that there is case law regarding the element of knowledge where it has to be actual knowledge. Mere possession of an item is not enough to provide any type of actual knowledge, at least as prescribed under the statute. The statute controls, the language of the statute controls and explains.
Ladies, can you take a look?
Yeah, sure.
And then I can just take a look and hop with them real quick, and then I guess, let me thin the line and then we can explore it further. Okay, can you give me just a couple seconds? Let me thin them out, because it's gonna take a little bit longer. Hey,
This section is wild. Notice how quickly the conversation shifts from casual questioning to a sort of unofficial interrogation. Legally, the key point here is you're not required to provide ID unless suspected of an actual offense. The officers are fishing for intent, but the auditor keeps the interaction tight. What would you do in this situation? Stay, walk away, or push back harder?
sorry, I'll let you go around. You can reset John so you didn't have to wait.
Yeah, but, I missed that, and then he said that you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll monitor this. Okay.
Hey, Judge.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
No, it's just, so I'm just reapproaching again on Rebus, the ID case.
Oh, okay.
So I spoke to the state, and so it seems like we're at a disagreement on this. And the argument that I have, Judge, I think I have something that is pretty compelling. There's a case law that I have called Fledging v. State, and that's not regarding an ID, it's regarding a check. But the court looks at the element of knowledge in it, and it talks about how possession of that forgery check is not enough to meet knowledge because mere possession alone is not enough. It's similarly here, by analogy, a possession of this ID is not enough because it would create an absurd result. The purpose of reading the statutes is that the court must interpret it by its ordinary language. And the language says that it has to have knowledge, actual knowledge of its falsity. Now, if for some reason it's ambiguous, then it must be interpreted in a way that doesn't produce an absurd result. So if we interpret it to mean the way the state is interpreting that mere possession is enough, then it would basically allow the police to arrest anyone that has an ID that has any type of dimple or any ripple or any type of defect in production, because that's what's happened here. The police officer's only basis for arrest was that the texture of the ID was wrong or different than what he used.
That's why they do licenses in special ways so that officers know that they're fake or that they're real or fake, right? They have little so they can sit there and they can do this. It's got special colors, special diagrams on it to be able to ascertain whether it's fake or not. And in this case here, there's a piece of tape and the paper's kind of like coming off.
That's not what I actually read in the DIMS. So the police officer in the DIMS only says that the texture was off. That was not what he was used to. But my point is kind of emphasis on that point that even if it is produced in such a special way, production can still be defective for whatever reason. And that shouldn't subject you to deprivation of liberty.
But at that point, that gives the person the right to investigate more. When something is amiss, right, that's the reasonable suspicion, right? The thing that gives them the authority to investigate further to see, hey, is this legitimate? Because if it was legitimate, then they send them on their way.
Agreed. But it gives the police right to investigate further for that offense, but not reasonable suspicion to arrest. And that's the thing that the state would need to find, that the reasonable suspicion for every element of the offense, and it's the state's burden to produce that. And they haven't produced anything to show that there was reasonable suspicion for the actual knowledge of falsity.
State.
So, Your Honor, a couple things. One, this was something that the officer again felt. It's not real. It easily became excluded. The officer going to be able to testify that, well, this was not something that came to the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles. In fact, the defendant even said, yeah, I don't have a license. Mine's suspended. Lack of knowledge of the law is not a defense.
Right. Ignorance is never a defense, right?
And I would argue, Your Honor, we're not saying that this is just mere possession. We're not arguing that. We're saying if you take a look at all the facts and circumstances surrounding this case, there is overwhelming evidence that there was intent by the defendant to use that driver's license because he gave it over to the officers when they responded to the accident. They easily could tell it was fake. It even unglued on scene. So there's enough.
Unglued on scene.
The thing is that I don't see that anywhere in the names of it being unglued.
Said,
And the fact is that this.
also noted that this did not have the same texture, was not laminated, or was laminated, but was not issued by the state. Card easily became unglued while holding it and was clearly made from paper and laminate.
I think that there's enough to go forward.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Thank you.
For sure.
Judge, I'm here on Mr. Jerome Hunter. He has that BVR that you put on today's docket, so we can address.
Come up, Mr.
And that right there is the turning point. Once they tell him he must leave Wales due to lockdown rules, it becomes less about filming and more about public health legislation. Whether it was enforced fairly is another debate, but it's a dramatic exit. Let me know below. Did the officers handle this correctly, or was this overreach?
Hunter?
Judge, his mom is also here. Would it be all right to have her come up as well? Judge, if I may? I explained to Jerome and his mom that the reason why he's here is because there was a reading from that he was past his 9 o'clock curfew on the 15th. I talked to him about it. He's a young man that actually has a pretty good future, Judge. He's got a football chance in college. Both he and his mom knows the severity of, your words in terms of him being home at 9.
She would be ashamed to ruin a potential football career because of criminality, wouldn't it?
So anyways, Judge, on that particular night, what had happened was it was still during football. I think football is over with now. So he made the mistake. He went out to go work out with football with, is it your cousin?
My cousin.
Your cousin. And that's where he was that night, Judge. I asked him if he could get something from the cousin. He's got some text messages going back and forth of them meeting at a park by the house, at a park to work out. And that's that. And I think that's the only violation he's had, Judge. I think both his mom and Jerome realized that, hey, cannot happen again. His mom tells me that she would definitely, he's never been in trouble,
Let's do this. I'm going to send you for a drug test, Mr. Hunter. Okay? Send him for a drug test. You're to come back, and then we'll go from there.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Just take a seat for me. We're going to send you right now.
Back there or in the,
Is fine?
Judge, he is set originally on the 7th. So if everything comes back okay, we'll just head it. Okay.
It's on Mr. Serrano, Judge.
Serrano, with a C or with an S?
Yes.
So he has an evading out of court 6, and then he's got our case.
So this one is pretty straightforward. It's one where the Pennsylvania requested an extension, but it was for the entire 30 days. And because of the nature of it, another court wouldn't grant it. And so they've already stated to me that they wouldn't be able to pick up in time. And so I'm going to dismiss it. However, they requested that the court admonish him before I dismiss the case, stating that the warrants are still active and that, but he has 24 counts of failure to appear for retail theft. It is, and obviously the evading is an aggravating factor, but just admonish him.
Dania can't come here?
Not in time. That's what I mean. It's typically the court grants 3 days, but they need the full month. And so because it's not an aggravated offense, you've never granted.
Is it just like a retail,
It's a failure to appear, but it's so many retail thefts, just the aggregate amount that it becomes a felony, but
Sure.
but it was issued out in 2024, 2023.
Are they going to file the hold?
No, the hold is still the hold is going to be released because we can only hold.
Okay, so
But the
you're going
warrant
to
is
dismiss, are they going to?
Fugitive case because they're unable to pick up in the allotted time, but the warrant is still going to stay active. And so he can get arrested again. He can get arrested in Montgomery County or Liberty County or Galveston, anywhere. It's still active. So, he could get picked up in 3 days.
So I guess we'll just, at some point.
He made bond on the evading, so he's able to go back today.
I'm surprised that they did, but with the fugitive case, that they gave it to GOB? What? Yeah, they gave it to GOB.
They did. That's terrible.
Yeah, I believe he has court tomorrow.
I think.
Serrano.
No, in 2 days.
Yo voy a traducir para el juez.
Good morning, sir.
Buenos días, caballero. Buenos días.
You are wanted out of the state of Pennsylvania
Tiene una orden de arresto del estado de Pennsylvania.
for 24 counts of retail theft.
24 acusaciones de hurto de una tienda.
The state of Pennsylvania
El estado de Pennsylvania
doesn't have the resources to come get you within the allotted time.
y a venir a buscarte en el tiempo que le toca.
So they're going to end up dismissing or withdrawing the hold.
Van a quitar la orden de detención que
The thing
tienes.
that I want you to understand,
Yo lo quiero que entiendas usted.
that hold
Esa orden de
and that
detención,
Pennsylvania warrant
esa orden de arresto que
will
tiene
always remain active
todavía y va a quedarse siempre activo.
until you go take care of it.
Que usted vaya ahí y
You
termina
could
y ser
literally
encargado.
walk out of here and they can rearrest you.
Literalmente puedes salir de estas puertas y te pueden agarrar y
And every
arrestarte.
time you will sit there for who knows how long.
Y te arrestan y cada vez que pasa eso te vas a quedar ahí atrás y a saber cuánto
So
tiempo.
you take care.
Hasta que usted toma y se ponga en carga de
Yo le
eso.
estaba diciendo a la abogada eso mismo, que yo voy a viajar para allá.
I was telling the attorney that very same thing, that I'm going to go travel over there.
I don't care what. It doesn't matter to me.
No importa ni si.
I'm telling you,
Yo solo te estoy
so you
diciendo
take care of it.
que hasta que usted
And
se
the thing
termine
is,
ahí con
is
eso,
when you get arrested,
arrestar, si no,
never at a good time.
nunca va a ser un tiempo
It
apropiado
may be
que
at
puedes.
the worst possible time in your life.
Tiempo más peor que puede ser.
So it would probably be a good idea
Entonces, probablemente sería una buena idea
to take care of it as soon as
para
possible.
arreglar todo este asunto lo más pronto posible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You still have the open case in court 6.
Todavía tienes un caso abierto en la corte
Don't have to
número
worry
6
about that.
y todavía tienes que preocuparte sobre eso.
Anything else?
¿Algo más?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Nada más.
Good luck to you.
Buena suerte.
Thank you, Honor.
caballero.
Excuse. Okay.
Good morning, Ms. Zaragoza.
Morning.
And you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 54 days in jail with credit for the 18 days that you have done. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported,
Sorry?
excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. What's the problem?
I'm a US citizen.
Okay, I still have to explain to you that if you're not,
Explain the consequences of it. That's okay.
Okay.
these are all the rights that you're giving up. You're saying that I'm guilty, I don't want to go to trial. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement and once you plead guilty, you can't come back at a later date and try to change it because you don't like it anymore. Once you plead guilty, it stays like this forever.
Yeah,
Is this what you want to do, man?
yes, yeah. Yes, sir.
Y'all think of us all guilty or not guilty.
Guilty.
Must also inform you that from now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. You understand?